Hey, you guys. Good afternoon, evening, night.
Night? It's 9 o'clock.
Exactly. Thank you all for tuning in to Dirty Laundry.
Welcome to Dirty Laundry, you guys. Fucking perk up. We're back. Get excited. Turn up. Ain't that what they say? Turn up, right?
I'm so sorry to take you all away from your TV shows tonight.
What's on right now? Like the haves and the have-nots and stuff?
Yep.
Well,
Being with Mary Jane's getting ready to come on.
Well, she comes on after us, so that's the good thing. But the haves and have-nots...
I gotta drive home. But again, we appreciate you all for supporting us, for taking a time away from your shows just to come and support your home team. We've been gone for a few, and we're back. So I guess we'll talk about a couple things that we've been doing. We've been doing the P Show, radio show that's every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., thepshow.com. A grand opening of a store, our store, Celebrity Status Jewels. You can log on to celebritystatusjewels.com. You can order jewelry, phone cases. We do custom phone cases. We both have ours tonight. Definitely get your custom-made phone case. You can't find that everywhere, okay? Don't order it off Amazon. Don't order it from China. Get something unique to you with your brand or business on it and advertise it through a phone case. So check us out. Well, me. Out on Instagram.
Oh.
Sorry, Ken.
But what about me?
Ken, I'm sure you got a mouthful.
Me?
I'm sure you got a mouthful. Check me out on Instagram at CelebStatJewels, and that's CELEB Stat, S-T-A-T, Jewels, or at The Makings of P. And I always respond to any message, and you can email me, celebritystatusjewels@gmail.com. And Ken, you tell them where you been all this time.
I've been all over. First and foremost, I've definitely been at my blog, it's KenBarbie.com, which is your #1 source of news and entertainment. I've also, before the end of last season, I launched my cosmetics line for Pretty Bitches by Ken Barbie, so that's still going strong. We're actually restocking as we speak. And just working on my clothing line. I've been on the P Show with Pumpkin. I do the entertainment news, which is called Catching Up with Ken, so you can find me there every Saturday as well. But it's definitely a lot of positive things going on, but I'm definitely excited to be back at Dirty Laundry.
So let's tell them about the topics tonight. Like, what do we have planned? For people that haven't watched Dirty Laundry before, it's just a fun show. We have fun. We talk about things that you're never going to talk about with anybody else.
Right. Dirty Laundry is basically, you know those conversations you have with your friends behind closed doors that you keep between you guys? We have those same conversations, but just on live television. We like to call it the talk show television version of Sex and the City, so it gets a little interesting, to say the least. What are we talking about tonight, P?
I don't know, Karen. Prenups.
Well, that's definitely a part of it. Tonight's show is actually called Love, Marriage, and Prenups. It's actually a spin on Love, Marriage, and Divorce, which is Toni Braxton's latest album.
Oh, really?
So that's interesting. But
was she married to Babyface?
She was not. It's always been a rumor that she and
I mean, it's so weird because they're coming out doing stuff together now all of a sudden.
She actually did an interview recently, and they asked her, has she ever slept with Babyface? She said her only response was that he never would give her the time of day. So apparently Toni down for the cause.
I hear you, girl.
But for those of you who've never tuned into Dirty Laundry before, first we start things off with the Dirty, which is our news and entertainment sections, with stories from MissKenBarbie.com. And then we get into Ken's Top 10, which is always based around our topic. Tonight, the top 10 for tonight is the top 10 do's before you say I do. So when I say that, it's basically before you decide that you're ready for marriage or really any commitment, these are the few things that you want to consider, you want to ask yourself, just some things that you need to make sure is on the table with your partner before you take that step.
And we're also going to have a few reasons why you should get a prenup. I'm going to give you some reasons why you should. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And I'm going to tell you all the reasons why you need to do it.
I'm excited about that.
Trust me on this, people. I promise you won't. You don't want to miss it.
I think we might clash about the prenup thing, but we'll see when we get there.
Pens and paper, people. Pens and paper.
All right. But you ready to start things off with the Dirty?
Let's go.
All right. So again, the Dirty is our news and entertainment section. You can find each one of these stories and more at KenBarbie.com. So to kick things off for this week, Pumpkin, yesterday I woke up and I never thought that I would wake up to Trey Songz penis.
I do too. I was so disappointed.
You were disappointed?
Very disappointed.
Okay. So
I was disappointed.
Here's the story first. So Calvin Klein may want to go ahead and sign Trey Songz as his new spokesmodel because whether your opinion was good or bad, Trey caused quite a stir just by posting a picture in his Calvin Klein briefs.
He did.
He actually just Instagrammed a pic with the caption, "Thanks Calvin Klein for the delivery, #myCalvins." He then posted another picture showing his junk with the caption, "I like these too, my Calvins." Pumpkin, first, go ahead. What did you think?
I posted the picture up.
I saw.
And I was like, hey, little Trey.
Little Trey?
Little Trey. So everybody just like going down my page. Yeah, it is little. No Magnum lifestyle there. That's a child's lifestyle.
But look, here was my thing. This man had on some very, very small briefs.
Baby, that thing ain't get shrunk up. That thing ain't get shrunk up, Ken, in them briefs. You're not about to tell me anybody package could get shrunk up like that.
Some guys are growers rather than showers.
Whatever.
So, you know, he was not erect. He was in briefs. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think we can really judge.
Let a Trey.
But Pumpkin, you would still let Trey hit, would you not?
No, I would not. I'm a lady. No, I wouldn't. I would not do that on TV.
This is dirty laundry. We air it out.
So, you'll let him hit?
No, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, right. But I air it out,
I have my own personal reasons.
Air it out,
I have my own personal reasons, but that's not...
No, because you don't like the way he's saying don't mean that man can't get it.
Talented. He's very talented. He just will not be talented between Kim Barbie's legs.
You say you don't like the way he sang.
Trey Songz.
I like the way Trey sang. Trey did something for me.
He's definitely talented. It's just sometimes he reminds me of a baby bird. It's something about the way that he. I don't know how to explain it. It's
cute.
Just watch his videos.
He cute though. He cute.
I
love him.
Moving forward from Trey Songz junk, to someone who maybe overdosed on a little bit too much junk. Rihanna may be bragging about throwing it up and watching it all fall out right now, but at one point the Barbados singer was on the verge of bankruptcy. According to new legal documents obtained by TMZ and it'sKimBarbie.com, Rihanna claims that she had $11 million in her bank account at the beginning of 2009, but at the end of the year she only had $2 million left.
Wow.
And to make matters even worse, her expenses doubled, which left her on a financial cliff and effectively bankrupt, as the legal documents put it. TMZ says Rihanna puts the blame on her financial disaster totally on her, what she called stupid accountant, who she claims gave her the money to purchase a house in the $7.5 million range, and she ended up selling the house later on for a $2 million loss. This was all going on while Riri was losing money on her Last Girl on Earth tour. So, of course, things didn't turn out too smoothly. And to make a long story short, she's now suing the former manager for the financial distress.
She got it. She can do it.
Well, I mean, I can't say that I completely understand because I want to say, as your manager, yes, you're definitely supposed to handle my finances. But I'm also going to keep a look on those as well. I'm not going to place all the blame on you as to why my money isn't quite where it should be, and I have these large.
That's why you have managers, though. Everybody doesn't check their books. They don't keep up with it. She's not the only artist that does not keep up with her books.
And that's how you end up in this situation.
Yeah, but every artist has a manager and an accountant that handles these businesses for them. So at the end of the day, it can fall back on them. They don't have time to sit around and be keeping up with, oh, did you pay this? Did you take care of that? They don't have time for that. So she'll take care of it, though. She's fine.
She definitely bounced back. Not to throw Riri under the bus, but she's definitely bounced back. As today, she actually has a net worth of over $43 million. So she's doing her thing right now. So I don't think the bankruptcy period definitely hurt her too much at all.
Yeah, this is Rihanna we're talking about.
And moving on to our last story tonight from the Dirty. Let me give you guys a story, and then we have just a little bit of advice of how to get away from this type of thing. So you know the saying, when a woman's fed up, there's nothing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Tiny is fed up with T.I. Last month, the couple who has been referred to for years as like the hip-hop Huxtables became the subject of separation rumors after T.I. posted a cryptic message that implied that he and Tiny were calling it quits over an argument with the Grammy Awards. Of course, this sparked a debate amongst fans on if the two were going to divorce and if they were happy, so forth. However, Tiny did come out and speak out and say that they resolved their issues. It was just a small argument that couples have. Now, earlier this week, T.I. had enough once again. Tiny posted a picture showing her recent weight loss and all of her progress. Mm-hmm. Now, the picture focused more so on Tiny's backside. Mm-hmm. So, T.I. took it upon himself to comment on the picture, stating, "You have so much more going on for you other than your booty. Although it is magnificent, I think you should spend just as much time showcasing those other things as much as you do your butt. Awesome pic though, love. Sarcasm."
Oh, he put that on there?
He did.
Did you screenshot that?
I did. I catch everything.
Oh, did she delete it?
She did not. She actually responded, which
Okay.
takes us to the next part of the story. Which was, she stated, "I wasn't showing my butt off in this pic. It was more so about my waist. You just looking for that butt, babe. You know I wasn't saying anything about that, but I'm glad you like it." It's sarcasm and shade all over this. My thing is, if you guys, what I like to tell people is if you're in an argument with your significant other, don't take it to Instagram. Don't take it to Twitter. Just sit on your thumbs and just wait till that thing is over. Because
everybody go through stuff though, and you can't help but respond. You know,
I think you can though. It's not.
It's hard
business.
sometimes, and as you can see, it's hard for everybody because understand the level they're on versus the level we're on, and we would do it. Like it's some certain things you have to respond. You got to say something. You know, or you can do it over the phone. But if it's right there on Instagram, I'm posting.
I just feel like there's a time and a place for everybody.
Nah, let everybody read. You want everybody to see your buttock? You gonna hear what I gotta say. Everybody gonna see and hear what I got to say. That's how he felt. This T.I. we talking about. So
right, he's not gonna hold anything back.
Yeah, that's just like what the Game did with his wife.
Right,
not even his wife. She ain't even make it there.
Right, they didn't get that far. Don't give her too much credit.
Yeah, I gave her way too much. But just like him, he went all in. But that's game, you know. And meeting him in person, knowing that's him, his attitude every day. He not fake, so he put his feelings out there. So I feel like T.I. is the same way. T.I. he just probably like this ain't gonna last long. But you about to break up with him.
I mean, real. I hope not. They've been together for so long. They're like the staple hip hop couple. So best of luck to T.I. and Tiny.
It's not cute though.
She's not cute. That's the problem. But
let's
move on.
All right. All right, couple.
They might see this, don't
they? Might.
All right, so that's it for the dirty. Make sure you guys check out those stories and more at itskembarbie.com, and also with a little bit more detail. And also, you guys can call in and let us know your opinion on any of those stories as well throughout the show. So, you ready to get into our topic for the night, P?
Let's go.
All right, so as we stated earlier in the show, tonight's title is Love, Marriage, and Prenups. So, Ken's top 10 for tonight is the top 10 do's before you say, I do. So, just to give a better explanation before we get too deep into it, these are basically the things you want to ask yourself. You may want to have these conversations with your partner. Basically, all of these points need to be put on the table before you decide that you want to get to the point of marriage or any commitment at all. Mm-hmm. So, ready to start it off?
Okay.
All right. So, number 10. And again, these are the top 10 do's before you say I do. So, number 10, ask yourself, why do you want to get married? Reason I say that, is it because you just can't stand to see them with anyone else? Is this just your way of quote-unquote locking them down? Or do you really think this is the perfect match and you're in love with this person and you want to build and share a life together for the rest of your life? Because some people really get married for the wrong reasons. Like, they'll get married just because they feel like it has a little bit more of a hold on you than being just your boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Or hell, some people even get married just for a green card. But so you just want to make sure that you and your partner are on the same page as far as to why you're getting married and that it's also for the right reasons. What do you think about that?
I agree. I agree with you.
Wait a minute. This is history in the making on the first episode. We agree on something. This never happens. For those of you who've never tuned in. But I'm gonna let y'all get into Pumpkin's take on marriage in a little bit. It's interesting. Number 9. Think about if you can imagine yourself with this person for the next, 20 to 40 years. So when you're old, creaky, and cranky with more thought to the type of rocking chairs that you'd rather use rather than knocking each other's orthopedic shoes rather than knocking each other's boots, like, do you see yourself able to do that with that same person? Seriously, like, when all of a sudden done, looks fade, passion fades. So when her cooch gets dry and he can't get up anymore without a blue pill, can you deal with that? Or do you see yourself able to sit on the porch with arthritis and just have conversations about the yard with your partner? Like,
Beautiful thing.
Can you see yourself building that future with someone?
That's a beautiful thing. Sitting on that porch with your orthopedic shoes.
In their rocking chairs.
Been together for years.
It's sweet. It's definitely sweet. But you want to make sure that that's the person that you can see doing that with.
Well, I think when you go into a marriage that you're going into it thinking it's going to last a lifetime. Mm-hmm. You are. But I don't think nobody sits back and thinks that they're going to see themselves with somebody for 20 or 40 years. Maybe it's just me.
I mean, I do.
I'm starting around 50. When I get married, it's going to be about 50 years old. So when I get about 50, I'm not going to really have a lot of time. You know, I'm going to have, a good 30 to 40 more years left, Ken. Maybe I'll let it see 100.
Why do you know? You don't know the number, Pumpkin.
And you don't know the number of how long you're going to be with them.
But that's the thing. Marriage is supposed to be a lifetime commitment. So you want to get into...
Is the divorce rate at an all-time high now?
It is.
From years ago, it's at an all-time high.
So I'm interested in hearing you guys' thoughts on that. Is marriage basically saying you're ready for a lifetime commitment? Are you looking at it as we're going to be here until we get in our caskets? Call in and let us know.
Okay. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all not going to text me all night telling me to fix my face. I'm smiling. We done got 3 text messages, Ken, on me. Everybody picking on me right now. I'm starting to get sad, people.
Pumpkin is upset. She'll get over it. Let her have her time.
Y'all call and chime in on the topic.
Right now she's
call us.
She's a little upset because she can't have her cough drops, and she's addicted to those. So it's okay.
That's definitely. Trust me. Yeah.
Moving forward.
Why did you have to bring that up?
Number 8. Get ready to confront your past, your present, and your future. So when it comes to planning a marriage, it's crucial to talk about your past because that plays a role in shaping your future with that person. So I don't care whether it's your past is tainted with pain, whether you were a hoe, or whatever reason, I feel like it all should be put on the table.
No, hell no.
And
hell no. You're not about to find out nothing that I did in my past. We living for today, baby.
No, I don't agree with that. I feel like...
You nosy, Ken.
That's not being nosy. If I'm looking to build a future with you...
You nosy. You want to build a future with me, so you want me to tell you how many sex partners I had?
I mean, if I ask, answer me. If I ask...
Did I ever have sex with somebody you know? What
did
do you want to know?
Okay, so if your significant other and yourself were entering a relationship and...
These messages that I'm getting, Ken, picture time. Somebody sent us a text. Kenneth's tie is crooked.
Thank you, baby.
He said thank you.
But no.
Deal with y'all.
So if your significant other and yourself were actually getting into a relationship together, you wouldn't want to know if, say, they had sex with your best friend. Or... It's just
how did y'all get together is the question.
I mean, that's not the point. It's just, if it happened, you would want to know.
Maybe we shouldn't get married. Did you see The Best Man? Hold on, you don't remember. But in The Best Man 1, that's what happened. His best man slept with his girlfriend back when they were in college, remember? Okay. But he wrote a book about it, you idiot. He wrote a book about it. Seriously now?
Well, this is what I think. I really feel that honesty breeds trust. So over time, whether it hurts you what you found out when you're researching that person's past or whatever, I mean, it'll help build trust in the future moving forward.
Hello, thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Hello.
Hi.
I think everybody need a prenup.
I agree.
Everybody, though?
Yeah, everybody. It's best. Shit, you should have a prenup if your ass is boyfriend and girlfriend.
She said, we going to make sure you left with what you came with.
I'm with her.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling.
You too. Have a nice day.
You too. I'm with you all the way.
All right, so moving forward so we can actually get into this prenup thing.
They love the prenup. That thing right there, educating. You know that. All right, let's go.
Number 7, faith and philosophy. So basically when we say that, I'm not the biggest religious person myself. However, I do have my beliefs, but it's not really something I would press on someone else. But getting into a relationship, I feel like that is something that you would want to know. You don't want to get up on Sunday morning ready to go praise your God, and then your partner, they're holding their card-carrying member's license to the Illuminati. Like, you just want to make sure that you don't necessarily have to be the same.
Everybody's not going to.
Right, but you want to make sure you know, right?
The family that prays together stays together.
But do you feel like they'll make it if they don't have the same religious beliefs necessarily?
It's very hard. I have a family member that went through that. It's very, very hard.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I think everybody should have a prenup. My husband came to me after I was married.
After?
How does that work?
What did you sign it?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You did sign it after the wedding?
Yeah.
Were you offended when he asked you to sign it?
No, I wasn't even, I was drunk.
He got her when the getting was good. Thank you so much for calling.
Wow.
I didn't even know you could do that.
I guess you can do anything you want if you got a good lawyer.
Hello?
That's crazy.
Number 6, figure out if it's going to be family feud or a family affair. So what I mean by that is, what role will one another's family play in our marriage or relationship? So how will we handle special occasions? Is your family coming over? We splitting that up? Does your mother even like me? Like, are you going to explain our issues to your family? Like, it's just so many different things that you want to do to make.
You want to do that though?
Explain the issues to the family?
Yeah.
I'm actually completely against that. And the reason why is because I think with most people, if you've been in that situation, you should know, once you tell your mother something negative about your significant other, she is never going to let that go.
That's friends too. Friends
Very
and
true.
family. Yeah.
So I feel like we need to be on the same page as far as what we speak about to other people, how we handle family events, family situations. It just needs to be some boundaries set on who knows what and why.
That's how I feel. Family members are nosy anyway.
Right, absolutely.
Some want to see you be good together. Some want to see you be bad together. Some love it when you're going through misery. Like they misery insurance company. So or whatever, you know the saying, the old folks saying. But at the same time, you got to be very careful what you tell people about your relationship, because your friends and family gonna have your back and your side all the time. You know. Yeah. And they're never going to see it for the other person. Nah,
after that
when
one
you
time.
decide you want to go back.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yes, I so agree. Like, your family should be down for you for no matter what. Like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in family should be there.
So do you think that you should even really talk about your issues that you're having with your...
Well, sometimes there's an issue where, like, it shouldn't even matter. Mm-hmm. But that's my point right here. Like, it shouldn't even matter. That's your family. They're down for whatever you down for.
That's right.
I feel that. Thank you for calling. That's actually, I agree with that too. In this sense, if I do explain to you as a family member what's going on with my significant other and I, and if I make that decision as an adult to move forward, just support me. You're my family. Don't do all the extra stuff. Just support me. I agree with that. Thank you for calling.
Who cooked the potato salad?
What?
That's all I'm going to say. I mean, that's all I'm going to say at the house.
Should I eat your grandma's potato salad? Because she don't like me.
That don't look right.
Number 5, figure out if you're ready for someone else to be a part of what you decide to do as your free time. Meaning, what do you enjoy doing together? What do you enjoy doing apart? when you get into a marriage or a relationship with most people, it actually changes as far as to what they're okay with you doing when you're just going out with your boys or doing whatever. So let's take the call.
Hello, thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
How you doing? I just wanted to say something towards the gay comment. I feel like if your family is any type of family, they're going to be there for you. It shouldn't matter if you gay, if you like stuff in your butts or anything. Like, that's your decision. This nigga, that's just being honest.
Right, I agree.
If I'm bad sexual myself, so I don't care how my mama think. You either love me or you hate me.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Another good point. No matter what, if that's your decision,
Yeah.
your family should be there for you.
Yeah.
But getting back to the free time topic, Pumpkin, if you get married, we might not be able to make the same amount of club appearances that we make right now.
That's true.
How would you handle that?
Well, that's why you got to get a partner that understands what you do.
Right.
And understands what type of business you're in when you meet. Like, you got to be respectful of that. If this is a career that I want to pursue, you going to deal with it. I'm not marrying you. There goes my answer.
Yeah, I loved it. So, yeah, you have to definitely decide what the boundaries are with your free time and so forth.
But look, why is it that when you do get together, y'all doing everything together all of a sudden and then everybody just fall back? I think that messes up a relationship. Like, you stop doing certain things that you were doing before. And it could be that you have kids or whatever, but you got to keep those relationships kind of fresh.
That's a great point. I feel like to keep your relationship going smoothly, you have to do the same things that you did to get me. So don't start slacking. Don't get too comfortable. Just let's move together doing the same stuff that we got in this way. Moving forward to number 4. And again, these are the top 10 do's before saying I do. Sex.
Sex is great.
So, of course, you'll know whether or not you're sexually compatible without necessarily talking about it, of course, just by doing it. But being able to talk about sex is essential for a relationship, I feel. So if I plan on taking you seriously and you're giving me the wackest peen that I've ever felt in my life, I feel like we should be able to talk about that without any feelings being hurt, without you being offended. Let's talk about this and try to get this straight, because we won't end up being able to say I do.
So you gonna marry him if it's not good?
Now, if we don't get to the point that we fix that thing,
How you
after
fix
we
that?
talk about it.
How do you fix
I don't
something
know.
that ain't right?
See,
if it ain't right, it just ain't right,
See,
baby. Ain't no fixing that. You don't fix that. Now, my girl Stuff the Duff said it ain't no such thing as bad
Shout out to
ping.
Stuff the... Wait.
Yeah, ain't no such thing as bad ping. I
Hold
don't
on.
agree.
Hold on.
I don't agree with that. But do
Now-
you marry somebody like that? It's sex everything. It's sex better than love. Ain't that a song?
It was actually sex ain't better than love.
Yeah.
Well, Stuff the Duff needs to call and clarify that statement for me, because I know it's some bad penis out there.
Well, she texted and said it depends on how much money he got. So she'll marry him. So, hey, she said she could deal with it.
And that's another thing. You guys can tweet and text us comments throughout the
Yeah.
show as well.
So-
Cool. Is there bad penis, Pumpkin?
Well, I agree that it is.
Can you marry it? No. Right. And that goes the same for guys. Do you want to marry a dry cooch? Like, come on now.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Man, I'm so sorry I had to call again. But if the penis ain't good, I ain't staying with you.
I agree.
Like, if it's some good,
Yeah.
you better take that shit back.
Yeah.
But do you think you can have a conversation with them and give them another chance? Or is it if the first time's bad, they have to go?
Man, they gotta go the first time.
She says no chances.
Wow.
Like, matter of fact, if your penis don't even look like it's gonna be good, you gotta keep it moving.
All right, thank you. So she's stopping you at the front door.
She said no time.
She doing the touch test, and she like, this not gonna work.
She test driving that thing.
Yeah, this thing ain't gonna work.
Number 3, do you want kids? So nobody really wants to get into a commitment with a lifetime commitment with someone. And I want to have 2 or 3 children, and you don't want to have any. You just want to continue to live your life in the way that you've become accustomed to.
That's a big, big fight with people.
Absolutely.
Let's take this call real quick. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Is this Pumpkin?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Pumpkin. It's Linda Boo.
Hey, Linda Boo. What you got to say about this girl?
I don't even know what's the topic. I just walked in the house.
You so stupid.
I see you on this TV, so I was like, I'm gonna call her.
Look, just tell me this one thing. Could you marry somebody with bad penis?
No. Absolutely not. Don't sit and wife and somebody who can't hold down his part.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I mean, I'm with you, though.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you for calling,
Thank
Linda
you.
Boo.
Hi, girl, bye.
Linda Boo do that hair in the city. Y'all better holler at her.
All right, yeah, but yeah, with the kids, that's like a big deal if you don't want any and I want a full family. That's definitely something that we need to sit on the table before we decide to fully commit to each other.
You can't marry somebody that don't want to have kids if you want to have kids.
Right.
It's going to always be a fight. So it's not fair either to one person.
Yeah.
So if they don't want kids and you do, it's just not good.
Right.
We got a message in from Wendy saying sex, she said it's a mental thing too. I guess.
A mental thing?
I guess it's mental. I guess having
Now, see,
sex,
I
it doesn't
feel that
have
thing.
to be, I guess it doesn't, she's basically saying it doesn't matter the size, it's the motion in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to work it. You know?
I mean,
Put
but
your mind to it is
but
what
who,
Wendy's saying.
but who has time to devote all of that type of mind control and stuff because it's small? I don't have that type of time. What?
Hey.
I have things to do. Moving forward. Number 2. So we're narrowing it down. We're almost at the number 1. Money and career goals. So you guys need to talk about how is work going to be negotiated? Will both of us work? Is it okay if one of us decide to stop working for a period of time?
No.
Where are you trying to go in your career? All of that needs to be put on the table because I need to know what our future is shaping up to be.
Because you might marry somebody that's going to quit their job the next day.
And it's all on you, bruh.
Yeah, it's all on you. Like, hey, he's strapped. He good.
Hey, he don't want to do nothing but sit on the couch. Look at Dirty Laundry.
Yes. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Why do I always have to get y'all straightened out?
Uh-oh.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, look, what I'm talking about is this.
Go ahead, talk about that thing.
What I meant by mental is this somebody that you care about and you love? And yeah, it might be whack from the start, but then you start to, that emotion is attached. So are you trying to say that sex trumps love?
Not at all, because that's when I would actually have that conversation like, hey, babe, this thing ain't working.
So y'all need to go take a trip to the store.
Right. I mean, there are other things that you can do other than just lay on your back and just take it. There are other things that you can introduce, and yes, you can have that conversation.
Are you talking about anal beads, Wendy?
Anal beads? Wait. What you know about that?
I used to sell toys, so they said that's great. It's great for men.
Sure, that's it, Pumpkin.
I sold toys before. They said it's great for men.
Pumpkin.
I'm serious.
I don't want to date no dude. Ain't no beat. I'm sorry.
How did that conversation even come up?
Oh my God.
That's why, you know what? That's why I stick to the radio with you all because you two, I can't.
All right, Wendy. Thank you for calling.
We love you, Wendy.
Wendy is the co-host on the P Show, you guys.
Yes, tune in every Saturday. You'll hear all of us with our craziness together. It's just a whole another level.
So I got a message in saying guys with small penises have a lot of money.
What?
I
Now-
will not reveal the person that sent that
Now
text.
hold on now. But you know what? That actually makes sense because
You agree?
maybe because they're using it. I've never seen a small penis in person, so I don't know. But maybe they're using it to compensate themselves for what they're lacking down there. You know. But I don't know. Have you ever encountered?
That's why they have oral.
Have you ever encountered a small penis pumpkin?
Guys with small penises offer oral sex.
That's not what I asked you.
I'm just saying. That's what all of them do.
I love how you avoided the question.
They just, I got the best. Well, I'm not one of those women that needs the biggest thing in the world. I'm cool with a little medium size.
What's medium?
Small. Medium to small.
What
small
is
to
medium?
medium.
What's medium?
Fine with me.
What is medium?
I don't know, Ken. I never did the inches thing.
Let's move on to number one. So the number one to do before you decide to walk down the aisle and say I do. Pumpkin, can I get a drum roll or something, please?
Let's go.
Is there a prenup involved? So I don't want to get into the day that we decide to get married that you tell me, oh, guess what? I need you to sign this.
Yeah, not the day of. Nah, that's bad.
So we definitely need to put it on the table.
Yes.
The agreement, why you need this agreement.
Work up to.
Right, let's take the call.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I need me a 13 to 18.
18? Does that exist?
That's huge.
Y'all been tripping.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Oh my God.
How are you still alive after 18?
She's trying to die.
You still alive.
Thank you for calling.
It's got her.
Oh my God, girl. Will you live after that?
Pumpkin, I just got a message that said, well, you know Pumpkin has only had sex 3 times.
Exactly. I got 3 kids, had sex 3 times, so I'm really not that experienced, guys.
But, okay. Anyway, back to the number one, which was if there's a prenup involved. So, yeah, don't get me at the altar telling me I need to sign a prenup.
I mean, things happen, Ken. Maybe he got caught up.
Doing what?
Forgot to tell you.
Making the money that you're trying to keep from me?
I mean.
So let's talk about that. I want to get into the prenup since that was the number one topic.
Definitely. Everybody doesn't agree with prenups. I do. Pumpkin.
Okay.
Advocate.
I'm a little bit torn on the prenup situation. See, the business side of Kim Barbie says, hey, I need to protect my assets. I need to protect my business and what I've worked for. So, hey, yes, maybe we do need to go ahead and do a prenup. Now, the softy, emotional side of Kim Barbie says, no, I want to share my world with you. Yeah. I want to invite you in. So it's like I'm a little bit torn on, Pumpkin, help me out. Why do I need a prenup?
All right, so I have the purpose of a prenup. I'm going to read a few things to you all off of my handy-dandy iPad.
Handy-dandy.
Hold on, let's take this call real quick. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry. I almost said the P show. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
First of all, I think that you should not have a prenup if you love that person. Why do you need a prenup? If you need a prenup, that means you plan on divorcing me.
Nah. All right, sit back. Hold on. Sit back and listen to the reasons, and then call us back and tell me what you think.
Oh, I will.
All right, so the first purpose of getting one, it says to avoid court issues. You won't have to deal with lengthy, continuous court battles. Also, to avoid hurting kids in a divorce. You can ensure that your kids won't be used as pawns in a messy divorce. To save on legal fees. You won't have to pay for an attorney to put the screws to your wife. What
the screws? Well, what screws are you putting in her?
No, you won't have to pay for an attorney to put the screws to your wife. Okay. To save a business from, what's that? Insolvency?
Where did you get this?
What's the word?
Where did you get this?
Tell me what this word is. If you own a business.
From insolvency.
Okay. So if you own a business, you stand to lose it if it's split with your wife and liquidated. All right. To protect kids from previous marriages.
He gonna take my stuff?
Yes, to protect kids from previous marriages, you or your wife can pass property directly to children instead of each other. And this is all can go down in your prenup. And to provide peace of mind for both people. You can sleep at night knowing that if the marriage goes south, you won't lose everything you work for. I agree with that. And then I have a couple more. You are much wealthier than your partner. A prenuptial agreement can ensure that your partner is marrying you for who you are and not for your money. I got money.
Shout out to Quincy D. Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Hi, yes, I would like to make a comment.
Hey, boo, I know who this is. Go ahead, though.
Hey, I agree with you on this being torn because if you think about it, like when people become when they do decide they're going to get a divorce, people become bitter and they start wanting to attack you for what you have. So, but on another note, I do agree with you. You know, you're sharing the assets with your partner, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of a hard pill to swallow if you think about it.
Do you want a prenup?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to prenup it up. So.
Prenup it up, boo.
Prenup it up.
Prenup it up. Sign the paper.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I mean, and that's what I was saying. As far as the aspect of protecting what I work for, yes. But I also agree with one of the previous callers when she was saying if you are ready to set up a prenup, is that setting yourself up for failure or saying that you don't have complete faith in what's going to happen?
Guys, it's really not. Okay, so you earn much more than your partner. A prenuptial agreement can be used in many states to limit the amount of alimony that is payable. You see what I'm saying? So why would you want somebody to take most of your check because of the state you live in? So you want to go ahead and protect your income, too.
Right. And, you know, some of the most wealthiest people, with both parties being wealthy, they still decide to do prenups on each other. I actually did a story recently. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, they plan on having a prenup. So,
all right. So let's talk about the partner that has less. So you are much poorer than your partner. Just as a prenuptial agreement can be used to protect a spouse who is well off, a prenup can also be used to ensure that the partner who is weaker financially is protected. So protect yourself too, because
what is it protecting?
It basically you're getting with somebody that's on this level, and then once they divorce you, you got to drop back down. Your kids got to learn to live a whole new lifestyle of eating pork and beans and hot dogs, and they're not used to that no more.
Why was that what they eat?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Why did that have to be it?
So no more filet mignon. Because he's gone.
I get it. That's protect. So basically make sure that they maintain the lifestyle they're accustomed to.
They gotta be, Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
How y'all doing?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
What I called about when I got married, I didn't have to sign a prenup because he did something behind my back that I didn't think that he would do. He had automatically went to a lawyer and put my name on everything.
Oh my God.
Because I guess he figured something was going to happen to him because I didn't know he was bad or sick until he had passed away.
Oh, my God.
Then everything had went to me. Because he had told the lawyer to put my name on everything.
So he basically gave you everything when he passed away, though?
Yes, he had signed the papers and everything.
But that's good, though. That's a good thing, right? I mean, of course, his kids probably, if he had kids outside of y'all, probably want to beat you up.
Well, he didn't have no, neither one of us didn't have any chance.
Okay.
He didn't have nothing, I didn't have nothing, so.
Okay.
He went to talk to the lawyer every day and told the lawyer that he wanted everything to come to me.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And which I didn't even wanted that, but God must work with me.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay then. Bye-bye.
You don't have too many people that's going to say, I don't want it.
See,
so
that ain't happening right now.
She's having sense.
Yeah, she got very lucky.
Many people,
that's a blessing.
Yeah, not too many people. And then you have family members fighting over your money and stuff.
But listen, this was my other debate about the prenup. Like I said, I may not have a problem offering one to protect myself, but I think I might be slightly offended if you come to me and tell me you want one. I'm like, what? So what you trying to say?
Okay. What I'm trying to say is I want to protect my stuff.
So
and Ken, you have a brand now. Okay. You're going to want to protect your brand. You know, you don't know where your cosmetic line might lead you in a few years. You could be caked up. You see what I'm saying? You don't want somebody to come into your company and be able to take what you've built. So you need to protect that.
Absolutely. But so how would you feel if your significant other asked you for a prenup before the wedding?
We can get that, but I'm going to make sure I'm cool with it because you don't have nothing, obviously. I must have something, and you want it. And I'm going to sign it and say that you can't have what I have. We're going to commit it to what we have, and we're going to leave out what we have.
Pumpkin, just let them make the phone cases, too. Just share the wealth.
All right, so how about this? If you plan to quit your job to raise children, quitting your job would negatively impact your income and your wealth. Mm-hmm. A prenuptial agreement can ensure the financial burden of raising the children is shared fairly by both parents. So this guy you married might have told you to quit your job. He gonna leave you? You don't have nothing coming from him?
See, that's what I was saying. Had that conversation about how long we gonna work and...
Exactly. So you quit your job and it could be that he already got a prenup saying that he still ain't gonna give you nothing. But you want to make sure that does not happen.
Right.
Read the fine print, ladies. And men too. Because see, when I come into man, I'm coming with my nuptials already. My nuptials is going to already be in place. Nuptials. I'm typing them up tonight.
You gave it a nickname.
Nuptials.
I can't deal. I just don't know. I'm torn on the prenup. I guess. Whatever.
All right, so let's look at this one. Your partner has a high debt load. If you are marrying someone with a significant debt load and don't want to be responsible for their debts, if your marriage ends, then a prenuptial agreement can help ensure that this does not happen.
Oh, no,
So do you want to pay his child support?
I'm not being responsible for your overdue phone bill and light bill.
And boy.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. Get your prenup.
I think I need the nuptial.
Everybody at home talk about the nuptials they need it. Hey. But no, seriously, you got to think about this stuff, and you can Google it. The one that I pulled up, I don't know where it came from. Let me see if I can find out for y'all. The one that it's called The 8 Reasons Why You Should Get a Prenuptial Agreement, and it's actually from a law firm.
Oh, wow. No better place to get it right.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. And I'll actually be posting my top 10 to-dos before you say I do on iskimbarby.com, so you guys can refer to that as well. But, yeah, definitely...
I don't agree that getting one means that you plan to get a divorce. That's my biggest issue with people that talk about prenuptial agreements is it means that you don't love the person or you're planning to have a bad marriage. I don't agree with it. You got to think about some of the pointers that I gave you tonight because that's real. And you don't want it to be like that, but things happen and people don't make it that far and you don't want to be caught up in a situation that you're not ready for. And I'm not ready to be sitting back broke and somebody that took my business.
I understand that. But I actually posted a teaser for this topic on Instagram a few days ago, unbeknownst to most people. But basically just asking people's opinion on prenup. And that was actually the main response that I got. Over half of the people were saying that they felt like it was just basically damning your marriage. It was cursing it before it even started. And in a sense, I get that. I
just don't agree.
Where's the faith? See, this is how, when I get married, we're not getting divorced under any circumstances.
So maybe people should start talking about prenup agreements before they're thinking about marriage then.
But
maybe y'all should already have that established.
I might feel
but you might need to have it established.
I might feel like, prenups?
Okay, so
to marry you yet?
Going further in life, people, on your first date, ask them how they feel about
Please don't do that. Because that's going to get you left.
I just want to know.
The first date, Pumpkin?
I have a business to protect.
The first date.
And if you have a business to protect, and say, for instance, you have partners, and this guy decides to divorce you, and he can take a share of your business, do you think your partner is going to be cool with that? So now we splitting things in threes? That's not okay. It's not okay. So I just feel like for me, it's all about my business and where I'm going with it. And I don't want somebody to be able to take it from me.
I feel that. But please don't ask anyone that.
Yes, I am.
Whatever you promise me, you will never ask anybody that on the first date.
I just want to know.
No, we need to at least be engaged before a prenup even comes up. Don't bring that to me otherwise.
So, does that ruin the engagement?
It's definitely, either way, wherever you put it, it's going to be an awkward conversation. That is not romantic whatsoever. So no matter where you decide to have
people just need to lighten up, man. It's okay. It's okay.
It's a sensitive subject. Money
it's just like y'all messing with junkies. Weed smokers are junkies.
What? How does that relate, Pumpkin?
No, it don't. Just want to put it out there. All the smokers at home mad right now at me. I just want to throw it out there.
First, the screws, now weed junkies. What are you going through tonight?
My bad.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be an awkward conversation either way, but there's definitely a time and a place to have it as well. Don't rush into it. Don't do it too late. Just do it before you decide that, maybe before you even get engaged.
Ken, you do that thing the very first date. Just be like, I have a talk show, and I just want to ask you a question. How do you feel about prenuptial agreements? That's how you do it. I turn anything into a topic. Yeah, turn anything into a topic just to see where their head at. Now, some people just say stuff just to say it for the moment, and then they'll come back and switch it up years later and say, well, I didn't really mean it that day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to watch them. You got to watch some people.
You got to watch. But yeah, all in all, I can say Kim Barbie will probably end up getting a prenuptial agreement. So
you have to.
Your reasons actually helped convince me of that, because before we walked into the building, I was definitely completely torn about it.
Yeah.
But
y'all need to really do some research on it, because it's bigger than the love factor.
And a lot of people think that prenups are only for people who have businesses or who have big money and are not.
It's not.
It's really not. It's to protect everybody. I actually did some research on that before the show as well. Anybody could need a prenup just to protect what you have and what you've earned on your own, and also to protect yourself from what that person has done incorrectly. You may just need that prenup.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, would you be upset if you just had to pay somebody else's child support?
I'm not. They're going to have to lock me up.
But you're liable for that now.
Lock me
because
up.
You didn't sign your prenup, so now you're liable.
Take me to the king.
What?
I just... Jesus, take the wheel. All that. I'm not paying nobody child support. It's not gonna happen.
Why you had to bring Jesus into it?
I'm just saying. Sometimes you need the Lord to help you through things. He walked me through that one because he kept me from cussing. Because I'm not paying nobody child support. And I know women that do it now, and they're just in a relationship. It's not even we're not even married, and you paying
that
somebody child
I've never
support.
heard of.
Oh yeah, people do things, Karen. Well, that might be another topic.
Paying their child support?
Yes. Real life. It happens in real life.
If I had nothing to do with the conception of that child.
Yeah, people do.
Unless we're taking care of that child together, no ma'am. Not at all.
Mm-hmm. It happens. Trust me.
Wow. Interesting.
Well, we definitely had an exciting night tonight. It was really good. And I'll try to post a link to the prenups on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is I Am Pumpkin Green. I'll try to post up those so you can pull it up. And Ken's really good with putting the show on YouTube super fast.
Yes.
So I'm sure we'll have a YouTube link before the night is over so that you all can pull up the show on YouTube. Be sure to follow us. Hey, Quentin. Every now and then I got to speak to Quentin.
Quentin's our producer.
Yeah, he's in the background.
We love Quentin.
Quentin's in the background. But definitely... we're here every Tuesday. We got some great topics coming up.
Yeah.
We don't know what's coming next week.
We're here all the way until May. So
yeah,
just rock with us every week.
Yeah, every week, 9 p.m. And what else we got going on, Ken?
Everything. What don't we have going on? Definitely make sure you guys tune into the P Show every Saturday. That's 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern
yes,
time.
the hours have changed.
Yeah. So we'll be there every week.
Yeah. Log on to thepshow.com or 1011thefam.org. Shout out to our home family.
Our home station.
1011. It's actually 101.1.
But it's just a little bit easier if you just say 1011.
Yeah, it is when you say 1011.
It just sounds so much cooler.
Yeah. So you can also download the TuneIn app on your phone and search 101.1 The Fam. Also follow my jewelry page or cell phone case page at Celeb Stat Jewels and log on to celebritystatusjewels.com. Check out some of the jewelry that we have. Follow my personal page, The Makings of P. Is that on the bottom of the screen? I think it is.
It is.
And then To The P Show. Follow our radio station page. Yeah. We got a bunch of Instagram pages.
We have a lot of stuff going on, but it's cool. It's never a bad thing. Make sure you guys check me out at itskimbarby.com, your number one source in news and entertainment. Also,
Kim was the first person to drop that Trey Songz last week.
I was.
That Nicki Minaj, that song had everybody.
Yeah, I don't think we can say the title right now.
Yeah.
If we want to come back
but
next week.
Just looking. We did it on radio, but we can't do it on TV. Sorry, Tech. I know Tech is watching, but we're not gonna do that.
We can't push Comcast like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
Check that song out on itskimbarby.com. It's on the main page, so you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram at official Kim Barbie, Twitter at it's Kim Barbie. That's @TS Kim Barbie. And also look out for the restock of For Pretty Bitches by Kim Barbie, which is my cosmetics line. We have some new and exciting things coming in the next couple weeks, so just keep your eyes peeled for it.
Yeah, and phone cases. This is what they look like.
See, this is that thing.
This is what they look like.
Now, the unique thing about Pumpkin's cases is that you can't just get this and you can't get that.
Nah.
Everything is unique to your personality and what you have going on. So definitely just check her out. She can make anything you need happen on a phone case. So
I've done over 250 cases since October. No duplicates. I can't believe it myself. I can't even believe it. But Ken, I'm working on something new for you. We're going to be putting our brands on our cases, and we're going to be showing off our brands through our cell phone cases. So definitely y'all catch us next week. We appreciate everybody. I appreciate the text messages. Shout out to Mish. Mish sent us a message.
Hey,
Steph the Duff, Wendy, Tech. We got messages on Twitter.
We got a lot on Instagram. I wish I could shout all you guys out, but it takes we don't only have 2 minutes left. But definitely shout out to everybody who commented, everybody who's watching.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all support. We really do.
And so tune in next week at 9 p.m. Of course, if you can't tune in for whatever reason, you can definitely check the show out immediately later on in the night at itskimbarby.com under the Kim Barbie TV tab or youtube.com/To The P Show. That's the number 2, The P Show.
2. The P Show. You would like to be a guest on the P Show? You can email us at 2, that's the number 2, The P Show. We interview businesses, barbershops, beauty shops, cake makers. Wendy has her new Wise Chat with Wendy.
Yes.
If you have something that you can teach us about the entertainment business, definitely want to get in touch with Wendy. I believe it's wisechatthepshow@gmail.com. But if it's not and I'm wrong, Wendy, sue me. Sorry.
Models, hit me up. Kim Barbie at itskimbarby.com. Looking for some models for my cosmetics and clothing.
What about
so
me?
You know you already in there. You in there. You don't have to audition.
I do.
Hit me up though. Send me a headshot, some information. We'll get you in there. Itskimbarby.com.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you guys for watching Dirty Laundry.